Plymouth Ice Arena. An hour and 20 minutes later, we're ready to rock. Anthony was sleeping the entire way here. I'm sure he's super lively. This is a Wayzata team we haven't played, so we don't know what our expectations are as of yet. All right, we got Max at center right now. Looks like he's supported by Elliot and Finn. Then we got Ant and Charlie in the back. Ant goes to get the puck, sends it out. Wayzata sends it back in. There is a high stick there. Oops, sorry about the camera. So Wayzata batted that down, and we're going to get that call. So we move to the other end of the ice. Hawkins sends that one in as a backhand. Goes a little lofty and wide. Looks like we've got Abe chasing it behind the net. Wayzata comes out with it. Does a little flick along the boards, gets around us. He's skating with speed, unfortunately. Takes a rip. Does go wide. Gets it out to his D-man, who sends it in, bounces off of Abe. Abe sends that one over to the half wall for Maida to pick up. And they're battling for the puck. Wayzata comes back up with it. Skates past the boys, takes a shot, blocked. But no whistle yet. All right, as you mentioned, we have Cullen in goal tonight. Wayzata from the blue line. Doesn't really do much. Charlie sends that one out, picked back up by Wayzata. It's going to be a blind spot here, unfortunately. Wayzata from the point, blocked by Cullen. Anthony battling for it on the wall. Wayzata with a shot. They pop a top corner. And that is the start of our game. All right, we're back. All right, out there right now. We've got Hawken and Mac in back. We have Rowan, Elliott, and Abe up top because we're rolling probably two centers today, so those lines will get a little mixed up. All right, Minneapolis comes up with the puck. Abe's going to have a skate. He's got Rowan there. Goes a little in front of him, but we're going to have a whistle. All right, we'll have a penalty. Thankfully, it's not on us. A little slashing, tripping, something I couldn't quite tell. All right, Max at center, Finn, Elliott, Anthony, Charlie. Finn. Anthony goes to chase it. Anthony with a cross ice pass to Maida. Good idea. Wayzata picks it up. Battle for the puck. Max sends that one into the corner. Wayzata with the same move they had before. Anthony crossing ice to try to chase that one down. Does a great job getting that one up. to Maida, who tries to flick that one up. And we're going center. All right, Abe wins the draw. Gets that one over to Maddox. Wayzata. Back to Hawken. Hawken with a calculated pass over to Rowan. Rowan with a shot, followed up. Atta boy. All right, I think that was followed up, cleaned up by Abe, who's celebrating. We'll take that one. Nice job all around, guys. All right, Storm, the Heartbreakers, 1-1. 9 minutes on the clock. Battle for the puck, center ice. Minneapolis clears it, gets it back to Wayzata. Wayzata does the same. Cleared by Mack. Rowan's got it. Rowan gets knocked off the puck. Maddox centers it. Maddox fighting for it again. Wayzata picks it up. All right. A little fight for it in the neutral zone. Wayzata knocked off the puck by Mack. Abe. Oh, and almost picked up for a rush on for Maddox. He dumps that one into Wayzata's zone to clear it, get some fresh legs out there. Wayzata's going to march this one down the ice with some speed, try to probably do the same move. Picked up by Elliott. Elliott tries to clear that one. Wayzata picks it up on the D-line, shoots it, cleared by, blocked by Cullen, cleared by Anthony. Charlie Dill. Charlie, great pass out to Elliott. Elliott gets a stick on it. Puck's still moving. They're going to call an ice. They don't call the ice. Saw the arm go up. Charlie. Hey, Charlie was just trying to grind that one out. He's probably calling it on him. So if I'm correct, I think Charlie goes to the box. Oh, Anthony. Anthony goes to the box. All right, I guess I wasn't paying attention. All right, we are a man down. 1 minute penalty. Rowan, pressure. Maida with pressure. Max back there. Mac clears that one to Rowan. Rowan trying to get that one past Wayzata. Wayzata goes center. They're going to be offsides, though. So far, I like what I see. All right, we've got, as long as I'm looking at that right, we got about 36 seconds left on the penalty. All right, we got Max center. Wayzata dumps that one into our zone. They go chase. Mac does it. He gets back. Sends it out, but nobody's up top. So Wayzata takes a shot. They're trying to get the rebound right now. but Cullen is there to cover it. All right, so we got still 20 seconds on this penalty. Longest penalty ever. All right. Minneapolis wins the draw. Maddox clears it. Wayzata takes a shot from far out, goes a little wide. Mack is back there. There's some bodies on the ice over there, which you probably can't see very well. Mack's fighting to get it. Oof. Wayzata with a cross ice pass, trying to pick that one up. Minneapolis interrupts. Bigger kid, he can shoot. But unfortunately for them, Cullen is there with a glove. Nice job, Cullen. All right, we are full force. All right, 5 minutes and 52 seconds on the clock in the first period. Maddox trying to grind his way up the boards. Rowan picks it up. He doesn't have anybody there to support him at the moment, but they're coming in. He goes to take a shot. All right. Yeah! All right, so that one came from Max to Maddox. The good guys are up. All right, 2-1 Minneapolis. Ref's instructing Maida and his counterpart, number 15, on Wayzata to back up a little bit. Wayzata trying to be on the forecheck there, but cleared by Hawken. Hawken gets that one up to Maida, who tries to get that one over to Elliott. Elliott's fighting for it right now, as is Maddox. A little back and forth. Wayzata intercepted by Maida. Maida's got Maddox there, who's going to take a shot, but Wayzata gets her stick on it. And they've got a little speed here coming through. So Mack does swat that one away, so it goes behind the net. All those line drills paying off. Wayzata clearing that one. Offsides. So we're going to go to Wayzata zone with 4 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock. Got a lot of games this week, a lot of OMGs, a lot of Wayzata, I feel like. So this is game one of a 3-game series. Started back up tomorrow night. Dave Sanders will be on the mic. Looks like the coach is having some conversations with the ref. The ref's explaining the rules of the game. They seem to disagree. The ref won the argument. Wayzata coming into our zone from the corner. They're going to try to go center with it. Blocked by Cullen, but they have somebody from the point. He takes a one-timer without accuracy. Wayzata still has the puck, though. Goes center again. poked away by Cullen. Wayzata back with the puck. Cleared for the moment by Charlie, but sent in from the point again with a rebound. Man, I mean, this will be like 4 shots in a row right there that Cullen stopped. That's great. Minneapolis with a moment there with Rowan. Maida fighting for it. Wayzata gets a little loose, but we're there. Rowan looking. He's got Maddox. Maddox trying to get position for a shot. Gets knocked off the puck. Rowan in the corner. Rowan goes, tries to go back to D, but goes a little wide. And Mac goes back to fetch that one by himself. Successful. All right, I think this is our second game in these positions. Boys look a lot more comfortable than they did the last game so far. PA system on the music's a little rough right now. They don't pay those Minneapolis taxes to pay for it. Puck's going to our zone. Charlie's there. Boys fighting for it. We dump it into their zone. Wayzata having a skate. Skates by everybody. Takes a shot from too far out at the point. Charlie goes over there, but there's momentum going into there. Questionable contact from Wayzata. Elliott's by himself at the moment. He tries to send that one in. It technically is a shot blocked by Wayzata. Rowan knocked off the puck, but then Hawken with a nice slapper in, nice and low. Goes wide. Kid's big and slow, but he's just kind of working his way through the crowd. Kind of moves his way through. Top corner. 2-2. Low on battery on my scoring device, not the video. The video will be fine, but if the score flat lines at some point, that's what's going on. Mac fighting for it behind the net. Wayzata comes up with it. They're going to try to wrap around here. Nope, they go out to the point. Nice low shot from Wayzata. They get it back. But hey, here we go. Abe. All those morning skates paying off. Abe still with possession. Goes center to Maddox. Maddox with a shot. Blocked by Wayzata. Great effort. Max still fighting for it. Wayzata's there. Wayzata grabs it for the moment. Hawken knocks it back in. Shot by Maddox. Covered by Wayzata. All right, so we've got 43 seconds left on the clock. We have a tie game, first period. Let's keep it going. Max at center. Wayzata wins the draw. A nice pressure by Minneapolis. Charlie there. Charlie trying to get it by him, but he keeps banging into his skate. Wayzata with a collision there. Anthony was seeing some ice. Anthony with a nice pass to Max. Max with a shot. Tries to get the rebound. Love it. That was a nice attack. Max still at center. 20 seconds on the clock. See if we can pop one here before end of the first period. Minneapolis, Rowan. Rowan goes center. Knocked away by Wayzata. Charlie does a nice job getting that one. Charlie clears it almost. That is the end of the first period. 2-2. Go. Maddox with possession. Maddox trying to have a little skate. He's going to take a shot, and it goes wide. It's the wall. Wayzata's going to try to return the favor here, and they do. There you go. Wayzata wins the draw. Same big kid skating in. Broken up by Minneapolis. Maida clears it, but that will be an ice. Wayzata tries to take a shot through traffic, blocked by Cullen. They're going to get it back at the same spot.
Let's go this side. Go this side. This way, right here. Watch what you're doing.
Minneapolis with possession. Finn got knocked off the puck, but he was about to have a moment of greatness, I could tell. They send that one back, but that will be an icing call. So we're going to head back over to Wayzata. Max wins the draw, gets to Mac. Mac tries to send that one over to the corner. Max Zishi sends that one behind the net. Elliott goes to fetch. Wayzata picks it up. Wayzata goes center. All right, Wayzata on the run here. Goal, Wayzata. All right, let's not let it slip too far because this feels like a competitive game. Still lots of hockey. 10 minutes left in the second. Puck goes back to Charlie. Bill's gonna ice that one. Oh no, they don't, because the goalie grabbed it. Excellent. Elliott trying to get it, but the referee was in the way there. Charlie's got it in the corner right now. Charlie tries to go right in front of the goal, hits the back of the post, does it again, blocked by Wayzata. Puck's going the wrong direction. Anthony's back there. Anthony with a nice pass over to Rowan. Rowan trying to dangle his way up here. He's got a lot of yellow in front of him. Wayzata loses an edge or something. Actually, he looks hurt. I don't know what happened there. He's slamming his fist on the ice. Seems angry. So we're going to take a knee and see. I didn't see what happened. Doesn't look like he's comfortable. They're trying to determine what's going on, maybe with the knee, or so they're going to help this poor kid out. Zero pressure on one of his legs right now. Hopefully that's just a bruise. All right, here we go. Wayzata with a shot, blocked by Max. Hawken. He sends that one off the boards to Maida. Wayzata grabs it. Mac comes in on the rush, pokes that one away, but I believe we were offsides there. Good effort, good idea. Blocked by Cullen. I do see there's, it looks like it was buffering for a second there and said the reception is poor all of a sudden. I don't know why that would be the case. So if this is in between periods, I will make an effort to see if I can jump on their Wi-Fi here. Anthony gets there, tries to get that one past Wayzata. They grab it. He's there again, flicks it. Minneapolis comes up with it. Elliott takes a shot, bounces off of Wayzata's sweater, follows up, and yeah! There we go. Nice combo from Elliott and Finn, I believe. Nice job. That's the way it's done. Ooh. Drew Cullen out and then sent it over to the other side and then popped it in. So they respond pretty quickly on that one. Here we are. We got Max, Meta. Wayzata skating around the net. Try to clear that one out, but Charlie Dill's there. Wayzata grabs it back. Minneapolis slows it down. Blocked by Cullen. The boys fighting for it on the wall. They're gonna wait. Oh no, they're gonna call that. Minneapolis defense shuts that one down. Hawken with a nice little flick out to Elliott. Elliott is confronted with two Wayzata guys that knock him over, but Hawk throws that one back in. Wayzata grabs it. Wayzata having to skate down the ice. Knocked away by Mac McLean. Mac seeing some open ice. Trying to take a moment here. Little backhand. Yeah. Oh, dude, that was sick. All right, so a little backhand from Mac. Abe there trying to get one. We still got it. We're fighting for it. Great pass by Mac out to Maddox. Maddox took a shot. That was great. Great pressure for Minneapolis. That's the stuff. All right, 5-3 with 5 minutes on the board. Wayzata trying to go up the middle. Defense bats it away temporarily. They grab it back. Anthony's there. Anthony clears it, gets it into the corner, gets it to Finn. Finn sends that one up the boards, center ice, picked up by Wayzata. Nice job, nice pressure, guys. Max was there on the back check. Stopped by Finn. Finn tries to send that one up. Stopped by Wayzata for the moment. But we're still fighting in that neutral zone, so it's just going back and forth here so far. Anthony gets it on his stick, tries to clear it. Wayzata does the same and sends it into our zone. Charlie's back there. Charlie tries to clear it. Wayzata gets a stick on it. Finn's fighting for it. Finn tries to flick it past him, but can't. Too many bodies. Anthony does. Goes to center. Wayzata's defense picks it up. Tries to cross ice pass, but picked off by Maida for the moment. Anthony hits that one up to Finn. Finn with a shot. Same big slow guy there. Charlie's not having it. He still has it. Anthony clears it. Shot in, blocked by Charlie Dill's shin. Wayzata with a little center ice pass to nowhere. Minneapolis picks it up. We got a fresh change of legs here with 2 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock. My wife just texted me to stop calling the other kid big and slow. He did score, so I'm not trying to take that away from him. Elliott. Yeah, buddy. Some speed. Gets a little backhand. Abe just fighting. Putting his body into him. This kid skated this whole sheet. Covered by Cullen. A little scuffle in the crease there. No throat punches yet. All right, we're down by 2, but I like this game. Minneapolis playing a real good game. So you shore this up. It'd be nice to get pop one more before the end of the period. Max Zishi center. Wayzata tries to send that one in. Hawkins there. Hawkins back up to Maida, but picked up by Wayzata. Minneapolis disrupting in the middle of the ice there. Maddox giving a little nudge. There's a little back and forth there. They're going to call that. I don't know who they're going to call it on. We'll see. What are we doing? Oh, Minneapolis box is opening. So Maddox is going to have a penalty. We're going to have so we'll be shorthanded. Wayzata with a shot, blocked by a body, picked back up by Wayzata. Haken knocks him away, tries to charge a little bit. Haken's still up top, so we'll see what he does. Haken with a nice little push, sent in by Maeda, blocked by Wayzata. Mac trying to do a little spinorama there. It's knocked off his skate. Haken's going back to try to stop this. He's taking his time and gets a goal. All right, getting away from us a little. Six-three Wayzata. Elliott with some pressure. Wayzata grabs it. Tries to go right through. Shot blocked by Cullen. One minute and 19 seconds on the clock in the second. Wayzata with a shot and a rebound right on the side there. Thankfully, we only got a minute in this period, so we just need to shut this down for a minute. Chat with coach, see what we should do, regroup. Maeda fighting for it on the wall over here. Wayzata comes out with it. Wayzata trying to get through, but they can't. Haken sort of clears it. They get it back. He goes and fights for it on the wall. Wayzata still with possession. Met by Max. Haken clears it. Rowan with a great little quick pass off the wall. Maeda's there. Mac is there. Mac tries to get through center. Wayzata grabs it. Grabs a goal. Charlie. Saved by the bell. out of our sail too much. Be nice to win the period. Abe Elliott and Maddox up top, and Dilly in the back. Minneapolis with a win on the draw. Charlie crosses it over. Minneapolis comes out with it. Maddox trying to kick it. Abe dumps that one into the corner. Wayzata with possession. Wayzata tries to get it out to their guy. Picked up by Dill. Sent over to Ant. Sent up to Abe. Picked off by Wayzata. Wayzata having a run. Good amount of Minneapolis sticks there to slow that one down. Covered by Cullen. Rowan with the pass to Max. Max by himself. Tries to take a shot. Wayzata gets a stick on it. Finney sends it in. Blocked by Wayzata. Mac. Shot by Mac, grabbed by Wayzata. Mac sends that one over to the wall. Rowan gets around him. Finn goes over to rescue, gets it back to Rowan. Rowan tries to send that one in, bounces off a stick. Great back check by Rowan. Finn tries to send that one up. Blocked by Anthony's back. Blocked by Charlie. Charlie having a little bit of escape. Gets that one. Great pass by Charlie up to Maddox. Maddox gets knocked off the puck. Wayzata picks it up. Sent back in by Maida. That one bounced off of Maddox's shoulder. Anthony grabs it, sends it in. Shot by Ant, blocked by the goalie. All right, Finn, center. Wayzata wins the draw. Finn adding some pressure behind the net. Back to Mac McLean. Mac with a shot. Goes wide. Wayzata on the attack. Back check by Rowan. fighting for possession. Wayzata still has it, but Elliott with a nice push. Gets a stick on it. Rowan adding some pressure, adding a little bit of the body. Wayzata skating around the back of their net. Trying to do something with it. Hawk is there. Hawk with a nice little flick up to Finn. Finn's gonna take a shot. Take a shot. Oh, almost. Elliott back to Mac. Mac tries to go center with it to Finn. Finn's gonna chase it. Rowan gets knocked over. Wayzata. Hawking some pressure. Mac McLean behind the net. Back to Maddox. Maddox wants it. Takes a shot, goes high. This is not the big and slow kid. Picked up by Charlie Dill. Dill to Maddox. Oh, almost. All right, Wayzata with a shot, goes high. All right. 5-point deficit to make up. But we're playing okay. I don't know. Second period got away from us significantly. But we're back to first period play, I think. All right, nice pass from Abe out to Maddox, who's looking for a call. He gets knocked over. It's an unfortunate, they're going to wave that one off, and he's going to rip that one wide, thankfully. All right, Mac. Hawken battling, looking for the puck. Abe finds it. Abe with a shot. Goes just over his blocker. Hawken. Wayzata picks it up. Wayzata takes a shot, goes high and wide again. I guess that is our hour limit. So unfortunately, we didn't get to play that whole game out. I suppose the penalty when the young man went down on the ice and ate up some time there. Well, respectable game by both parties. Wayzata the victor. Wayzata had a good game. So did Minneapolis, though. I know it doesn't look like it on the scoreboard, but you can see the kids settling into their positions, which is great.
All right.